Welcome back to RaBBois. My name is Yitz, joined by my better-looking brother, Svi.
Okay.
You're welcome. You're
Okay.
welcome.
No, I appreciate that. No, hey, don't put yourself down like that. You're beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we were gone for a while,
Yeah.
and then they shoot Trump. Well,
Oh,
crazy person shoots Trump,
yeah.
and now we're back.
And now we're back, and his ear bled, and it was pretty crazy. We're not going to crotch too much on it because we know everyone's talked about it already. But did you see?
I can't believe someone actually tried to kill him.
Did you see the
Crazy.
3D rendered video
Yeah, it's nuts. I saw how he
of the
turned his
bullet
head.
of like literally his head turning was like the reason he's freaking alive?
The Matrix.
Aren't you able to get shot in the head though and still live? Doesn't that exist?
You're right. It's happened. Yeah.
T. Higgins' mom on the Cincinnati Bengals. He's a wide receiver on the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm pretty sure she got shot in the head and she survived.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Trump would have been like, I would have survived, But he's probably. This will definitely have a positive impact for him in the long run.
So that's all the content that's going around nowadays. And for some weird reason, why? I don't know why. All of a sudden, so all that feed about like Trump surviving and all that craziness, and then it's like anti-Semite. Like it just like pops up in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, you've been getting anti-Semite articles with your Trump articles?
No, on Twitter or on X.
Oh, well, that's
It's
because
crazy.
we're Jews on Twitter, and
I didn't click on it. It's like they know. It's like they're like, oh, you want to see some anti-Semitic things in between all your feed? And it's like, no, not really, but like we're gonna show you anyways.
Well,
And,
yeah, what's up?
no, but they're so crazy. Sometimes it's kind of it's like hilarious.
If
Because I
you,
don't believe, sometimes I don't believe they believe what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no way you believe what you're saying.
if you scroll long enough, I mean, everything eventually turns into a doom scroll when you're on Twitter. I mean, yeah, there's enough hatred for everybody, but they do love talking about Jews on there and the Talmud and things like that. And I made a
Well,
TikTok about
they
it a
got
while
really
ago.
so well. The whole lead up to this. So obviously, after the big thing after the Trump's attempted assassination was the RNC, which is going on right now, the convention, and
Right.
you saw that they had this Jewish guy talk last night.
I did it. I saw a screenshot, but I did not see. No, what happens?
Whatever. He's fighting the anti-Semites on college. Like he's suing the college for not stepping up enough for all the protests. That's why
Okay.
he spoke. And
Uh-huh.
I don't know, all the anti-Semites online were so mad because like it's supposed to be the Republican National Convention, like, and then they bring a Jew up and like
And
they're all
the
like,
Jews
of
took the
course they
spotlight.
do. Like they're like losing their mind. They can't handle like some. It's like, bro, like he's not even like. I mean, he's there. Actually, truth is, he really is there as a Jewish person because he's suing.
Yeah,
And they're
bought
like,
and paid
of
for
course,
by APAC.
of course, they're like, of course he's suing. They like to sue everyone. It's like,
Okay.
what the heck, man? Like, what this guy like?
Well, these guys,
What
they're
do?
sick of hearing the phrase anti-Semitism to begin with, right? They don't even they're just sick of hearing the word. It's just a buzzword for them. They don't. It's not even a meaning for them anymore. So if they just hear the word anti-Semitism, then they instantly shut off and say, "You guys call everything anti-Semitism," and then they go on a rampage, and then they go down the rabbit hole, and then we're just like, "Oh, okay," they don't want to have a conversation.
Originally, like a lot of these guys, they try to like. I guess for a while, it seemed like the bigger famous ones would always be like, they wouldn't say anything specifically, right? It's always like they, them, like they are always doing this, and you'd be like,
Yeah.
who's they? Like the Jews, like everyone knows that, but they would never say it.
No,
But now
there's
they
a
just say
reason
it.
though. You know why they say that though? Because
Why?
there's something to it in a weird. Well, okay, I don't. Maybe that's not the right way to term it, but
What?
they say they because if they say Jews, they'll get canceled for anti-Semitism, which has
Correct.
happened a lot, right? And it has It has gone overboard before. It's definitely happened before. So they're using buzzwords. Another thing that people will say is that they'll add the words in GTA or in Minecraft at the end of the sentence, right? Like this guy's like, I want to get rid of all Jews in Minecraft. They
That's
just,
like dumb.
yeah. No, they add it because then it's categorized as like satirical video game, and they could just say whatever they want. The Jews run everything in GTA. Like
Well,
that's what they do.
we've discussed this a million times,
Yeah,
and the truth is,
that's what we do.
what really bothers me is that It's not the religious guys with the
Mm,
payas who
there
are
we go.
doing anything.
No.
Like I sent that video because I thought it was hilarious. I think JD Vance, who's at like a Jewish, who's at a Jewish fundraiser. So there was, of course, Jewish people there.
Well, of course, the politician is surrounded by his elites, to
No,
make
but
sure he's
these
doing
guys are
right.
like, these guys are from Williamsburg and they don't know anything about the outside world, and they just want to
I wouldn't
sing.
say that. Some of these guys are hella savvy.
Okay, of course, but I'm saying that these guys are just, they're trying to live their lives. They don't want public attention. It's not even those Jews who are the Jews. They're talking about like elites, just like rich people who are involved in politics.
Not religious, and
They're not
their
even religious.
grandfather on their father's side is Jewish.
And of course, instantly, which is unconfirmed and probably not true, they claim that the shooter was Jewish.
I saw that.
It's not true.
That
It's completely
was
unconfirmed.
weird.
It's completely unconfirmed. But instantly, of course he was.
Zero correlation. Also,
he's a
it's
Mossad
not
agent.
really a Jewish thing. Usually, people shoot up like the synagogue. Like it's not like school shooter is never really a Jewish thing. Like
Yeah.
I'm just saying, we have our stereotypes. Like that's not one of them. We're not shooting up schools.
They're like,
That's not what we
of
do.
course, it was a planned Mossad agent. It's like, what? This 20-year-old crazy guy from like Pennsylvania is a Mossad agent. Like,
Thomas, Matthew, Crooks.
Yeah,
that
Matthew's
nothing about that. None of that is
Matthew's not a
Jewish.
Jewish name, not even close.
Matthew,
Like,
that's
that's a Christian
that's
name.
Christian, if anything. And we're not trying to point fingers.
no, I'm not saying he is. It's just not a Jewish name.
It's not. He doesn't look Jewish. Like none of it's. Yeah, but he could be Jewish, but there's zero correlation. Yeah, with any
It's
of
just
that.
like I guess it's more like, obviously they're not normal, but it's like, why do they always have to like jump so fast? There's no like, let's think about it. Does it make sense what we're saying? It's just like post. Here's my crazy thought.
Because it usually because it goes back to the echo chamber and it makes them more money. I'm not even
Makes
kidding.
more
Some,
money,
some of these guys, they know what they're doing. They'll just choose to be on the hate bandwagon just because it makes them more money. It's not a RaBBois podcast if we're not yapping about anti-Semitism. So that's great. That's great. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but I've been going outside a lot recently. And like I'm looking hella tan right now. I've been looking at it. It's not just the lighting. Like I've been.
That's why I called you handsome.
Oh
so
my. Hey, first off, you self positivity. It's number one. It's positive. Oh, but Am I tanner? I'm not tanner than you.
No way.
Not yet. Because you were born Sephardi, right? It doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
I'm saying you were born Sephardi.
Actually, yesterday a worker came over and asked. He asked if I was Lebanese. He asked which church I went to. I said, bro, do I look like I go to church?
I'm about to surprise you a lot. I'm a Jewish Ashkenaz man.
I know. I'm like, we're from freaking Europe, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we're not even from the Middle East. But I guess because I'm very...
Well, technically we were just like, expulsion and stuff. I saw this funny thing about one of the big things, and we're going back to anti-Semitism again, but, here we go, where... One of the things they say is that since Jews, we were kicked out of many countries, the number they use is 109 countries, which they just threw out there, just came out straight out of their ass.
Random numbers.
They always say 109. And what they say is, how could you get kicked out of 109 countries and it always be your fault? But then like on the other spectrum, it's like, if Jews always ran everything all the time, then how the hell did they get kicked out of all those countries? Like it's very
one problem I do have a problem where like people say crazy anti-Semitic things, and a lot of times they'll bring up like ancient historical facts and just they'll say fake history. Like they'll just say like, look what the Jews did and whatever, like in Russia or something, and then it's like
then they'll use the Talmud for extra basis.
Yeah, but it'll be completely not true. They'll say something completely not true, and then but the problem is that like. I don't know if it's just people in general. Like people don't give proper answers. People don't ever respond with a proper answer, debunking what they say, even though it's very.
I do. I'm like probably the only person online that does.
I know you. Yeah. You do. It happens
on TikTok. I do a lot of it. I made a 7.5 minute TikTok explaining the Talmud and what it is and how it gets taken out of context. It was a very good video that I made, and I made it very concise and very clear. And I even gave a website that has all of the mistranslations corrected, like everything, the whole thing. And I said in the video, there's still going to be people that just choose to ignore this, and those are people that just choose to hate. And I was getting a bunch of it, but it was actually a very overwhelmingly positive comment section about the Talmud, which I don't think you could find anywhere on the internet except in that comment section.
You need that, and I guess because people read it and they're just like, yeah, of course, like look at all the crazy things they did. It's like even though it's 100% not true. So I feel that people are just too tired to respond to people nowadays.
Yes.
And the issue is that people used to respond, but I think it needs to be done again because there are newer people online, they're younger kids who don't see the answers. Somebody said something crazy. I don't remember what it was about Jews killing a lot of people in Russia, which is 100% not true. And someone said, here's a whole thread debunking everything you just said. And it was beautifully done. And it's good to see because, okay, like, this is clearly not true. But most other ones, people be like, yeah, like, you're right. They're like, what?
One of the reasons I did it wasn't just so that I could debunk, like, it's not to disprove anti-Semites, because you're not going to change their mind, but it was mainly because there's a lot of people that use Twitter, right? That are normal people and see things about the Talmud on there. Correct. So, and they're genuinely confused. They're like I would get Christian people being like, yo, it says like these terrible things. And then I'm like, no, it actually doesn't. They go, oh, okay, that's good, you know. But
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and regardless of like all these things and Jews did this in the previous generations, yada yada yada. Somehow, some way, we're still here, which makes no sense. Like we're still like if you go through all the who are all the groups of people that tried eradicating us, and then
there's actually a full list. I think
there's a full list.
Yes.
Like with the Romans, Greeks, and a bunch of. They still exist, some of them now, but like there's a whole list of like every every nation that tried to get rid of Jews, and every single one of them no longer exist, or majority of them no longer exist, and somehow, we're still here crawling out of tunnels and stuff. But
oh man, it's never live that down.
Never gonna. Live
Although
that
I don't
down.
see it so much. I think people finally got the message that it was really just stupidity. I think
now it's only in the rabbit holes now. Like it's only in the rabbi holes. The rabbi holes. That's the only place that it's in right now where you can find them. Like it's just another. It pretty much just added another diss for anti-Semites to use. And you tunnel diggers. Like okay, like great. Like it's just another thing that they say. But
yo, I heard you convinced our father to buy some Bitcoin.
Oh shoot! Yeah, that was crazy. I was very proud of that.
He says he bought $100 worth of Bitcoin, and now he has a net worth of 80 Bitcoin.
Now listen, 80 Bitcoin.
$80. $80.
Yeah. Okay. Now listen. So okay,
because you told him that like something about there's a moon and we're going to it.
No, I did not say no moon. First off, Bitcoin is not going to no moon. I wouldn't invest in Bitcoin personally. Okay. Let me get into this.
It's not financial advice.
Not financial advice, and you started the can of worms, not me. Okay, let's get this clear. But just saying, a couple months ago, when I was still home, we made a podcast that mentioned crypto. Just for a second, Bitcoin going back up. After that podcast, just so you know, is what got me into crypto again. That's what started. That was.
I knew I shouldn't have gotten you going.
That was the domino. Wait, do you even know what I've been? That's.
I didn't realize that. I wouldn't have talked about it with you because I don't want you to lose all your money.
No, I was already seeing it, and so since then I've been crypto crazy. It's been on my mind a lot. I invest in it, whatever. We won't get too deep into it. Point is that I went on a bit of a rampage, telling everyone Bitcoin's gonna go up. Not financial advice, and I was telling my father for months, like. Just put something, not financial advice. Just put a little.
Literally harassment.
I'm trying to make you guys rich, not financial advice.
Good morning. How's breakfast? Can I interest you in some Bitcoin?
Listen, first off, if you want to make a lot of money, you don't invest. You only invest in Bitcoin as like. I'm gonna give that's financial advice. Point is, he texts me. I was like, okay, one day he was like, yeah, you know what? Let's talk about crypto for like whatever. And let's look into it. I'm like, yes, finally.
Like, I'm glad you called. I've been
Yes.
waiting for this call.
I'm like, yes, it's legal. It's not a Ponzi scheme. It's real. Or maybe it is, but you can still make money. Whatever it is.
No,
But
it's a
not
scam,
illegal.
but you can make money while it's going good.
There, exactly. This is not a good look for us. Point is, he.
Okay, exactly.
So he calls me like a week ago, and he's like, "Oh, by the way, I put $100 into Bitcoin, and first off, like I was like, that is not at all what I wanted you to do, but you know, he's just like, I did crypto, you know, yeah, we did crypto,
exactly.
yeah. I'm like, no, what are you talking about?
Now you can't bother him again.
Like, no, I was gonna get him
I
to do
think
other.
it's literally $100. So you stop talking to him about crypto.
He told
No
me he
offense.
hopes it goes down like crazy, that he loses it all, so
Yep.
that I don't get a
I want to lose
laugh.
all my money just so you don't bring it up again.
Listen, so I would have told him to put it into other things, because the way it works is Bitcoin is the big boy, and all the smaller coins follow it.
Hold on, let me write this down.
Yeah, get a pen and paper real quick. No, listen. So Bitcoin, here, people, this is not financial advice. Bitcoin is the daddy, right? And all the other smaller coins follow it regardless. Like, it doesn't matter. They follow Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes from 50,000 to 60,000, the smaller coins, like, some of them will double, some of them will triple. Like, that's how small they are. The market cap is very small, so whatever. But if it goes down, then if Bitcoin goes from 60 to 50,000, then all the coins will tank like 50%. Like, that's, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So yeah, right, because they all follow Bitcoin. So I was gonna put him into like the smaller things, because he didn't believe that there's a concept that you could like 10x your money in a few weeks or whatever. But you could also lose all your money in a few weeks. Regardless, so he put in it like, I think Bitcoin is worth 65 or something, and yeah, it crashed down to like 52,000 recently, and I was like, buy more. I said buy more, you know, the whole thing. And guess what? What's Bitcoin at right now? I timed that bottom. Let me see this.
I do not even look anymore.
Bitcoin is at 64,000. It went back up. Everyone's getting scared.
He made only minus
$5 more. Yeah. Listen.
Heck yeah. Whoa. He might be able to buy a Ferrari soon, you know?
This is not financial advice, but he will have more than $100 in a year's time.
What?
He will have more than $100 in a year's time.
You could also just like put your money in the market, and you'll probably also have more than $100.
Huh? He'll have, okay, correction. He will have progressed the market, the S&P 500, in a year's time with Bitcoin instead of the S&P.
Mark this date down.
Mark this. What is it? We're recording this on July 18th. So July 18th, 2025. We'll be fully into the Bitcoin bull run, and it'll be amazing, and we'll make millions of dollars.
Maybe with all your money you could buy a house. Maybe you could buy yourself a nice, one of those what's it, content creator houses, you know?
Oh, should I make an influencer house? So here's what's funny, right? Because you always see these influencer houses and these TikTok houses, and I was like, yeah, I'd love to be in that, but like,
really, you want to be with a bunch of people recording all day?
It'd be better to be with like a Jewish content house. Then I realized that doesn't exist, or it will never exist, because Jews are lame.
It would be you and like it would be like you and the three other big Jewish guys, and it'd be very awkward.
Very awkward.
Dinner.
No, it wouldn't be. Well, here's the thing. One, I'm the only Jewish guy making this type of content. Everyone else just whines about anti-Semitism, which we do, but what? I do it on this. I do it on this irrelevant podcast. I don't do it on other things. Oh no, you're great. This is a great podcast. No, I mean, like the closest I'll get to being like a regular Jewish influencer is on this podcast, because for some reason it brings that side out of me. That's one of the reasons I do it. But in general, I'm just gaming. I'm uploading random YouTube videos and stuff. If you're a Jewish content creator, like you're a little political usually, and it's always whatever. And respectfully, like none of them. I don't know if anyone has the right amount of motion to be in the same house with me. Oh. I'm just listen. Okay, now I'll humble myself for a second, but like, there's no one that wants to go to like another level. These guys are fine, just doing their thing, and and making like whatever salary from social media and whatever. None of these guys like want to freaking reach for the stars and be like a massive influencer, which I wanted to, so I have visions to do that. Not that it's gonna happen, but I mean at least I have the vision for that. I don't know if they have that vision.
If you get an influencer house,
Yes.
how would you style it? Like, what would it look like?
I want it to be white and boring with no
Oh my
personality.
God. Even I thought only for your personal house. See,
Yeah.
I want to have just a nice. I want to have like almost a barn look to my house. Like very like homey.
Yeah, very
Very
Midwestern.
homey. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
You want to have freaking like it looks like you're going to the afterlife. You like,
Yeah,
it's like
heaven, baby. We're going to heaven. My house is gonna look like heaven. It's gonna be white.
if you spill anything, you'll notice it from across
Yes.
the house.
Yes.
Will you even be able to see the counters?
Huh? It's gonna be so shiny, you'll see just reflections of yourself. You won't even you'll mispour the water because everything's so clear. The cup's so clear. You can't.
Isn't that boring?
Huh?
Isn't that boring?
No, no. I think it's great to have minimalistic, non-personality houses. I think it will be very beautiful.
Okay.
Nah. If I got a content house, I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't like every content house is rented always because because content houses never last. So they usually last a year. That's what I've noticed. They last a year, and if the group is still together and didn't get in a fight, they'll move to another city and get another content house. Like,
Wait, are there any content houses now? Because I feel like all the ones I've seen, they probably don't exist anymore.
oh, so FaZe Clan? Do you know FaZe?
I know who they. I heard of them. Like,
Right?
aren't they that huge like gaming company?
Yeah. Gaming organization, and they recruit gamers and stuff. Now they're just more of like an influencer, content creator.
Why don't you join FaZe?
Huh? FaZe Juvoy will happen one day. It actually.
Maybe you're not toxic enough.
Huh? No. It's not as much of a gaming organization now as much as it is just content creation and streaming and being entertaining. So FaZe, for those that don't know, is a gaming organization. They recruit people, and this was like years ago, right? And it's been going for like 10 years. Then it died out because people were using or because investors got to like used it and like made money with it and became shareholders, and it was no longer an authentic thing. It just became like investors making money. But the original creator, who was just a gamer YouTuber, like he got the rights back to it, and they've been rebranding it recently, and they got a few streamers, and they're all popping off right now. And like it's entering like a new peak right now. So they have a content house, and it's currently peaking as we speak. Like,
you gotta go. You gotta show up there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure. Let's just I'm ready. Oh, I'm not kidding. If I had the opportunity, like it'd be so over. Like I'd be.
Well, once you get bonds sold, I guess we're done.
Oh hell yeah! No. Oh, you can. I'll advertise this. We could buy and sell on this. I'm not kidding. It could sound cocky, but like the second I'm given it like an opportunity, like it's so over. Like it's like they will. You will know my name. Like it will, which is cocky, but you gotta be a little cocky. So maybe also being realistic. Like, because a lot of people they're given an opportunity, but they don't know how to how to utilize it. But I'm gonna utilize the hell out of it. Do you know, I was working with this manager, right? My manager from a while back. I was working with him, whatever. He's still a friend. I'm not signed to anybody.
You're a free agent?
I'm a free agent currently. He signed the Hawk Tua girl.
Really?
Yes. I never said this. Yeah. I was like looking at his story, and he's like, we signed the Hawk. I was like, there's no way. Like, there's no way you signed that. And he's like, yes way. He sends me a pic with her. I'm like, that is hilarious. And they're actually doing a pretty good job at keeping her relevant.
Yeah,
I was wondering. I'm like, oh shoot, maybe I'll sign you. Maybe you'll sign me one day. Because he's like, he's doing a pretty good job with her.
I'm very curious about, because she like, obviously she went viral. And then also she's like getting invites and getting on different shows. And
she's
I'm
not
like,
getting on those shows, but yeah.
But she did like, well, I don't know, whatever. She's
faking it until she makes it, and so far it's working. Yeah.
Well, she's being like, not on shows, but like every big account's like following her around.
She's collabing, yeah, for sure,
so
networking.
I was wondering how long it'll last. I'm like kind of, I actually have no idea what happened to her, but I was kind of thinking like, will she just be irrelevant in a few weeks? And I mean, I don't know. I don't really see. I haven't seen anything except that one week where it was crazy, and then now it's like,
Yeah,
listen, good
so
for her. If she's able to keep it going, good for her. But I was actually curious to see if it would last.
I've been taking a look at it, right? Because I'm into that. I'm like, okay, when people are given a viral moment, how good are they at capitalizing? So, I learned that so that if I'm ever given a moment, like I could utilize that moment. And so I was looking at her and like her thing and like and the manager I was working with, and they were, the whole thing was that people were saying her 15 minutes of fame is over, so they branded 15 minutes, right? They made a website called 16 minutes, and she's talking about how she only has 15 minutes of fame. So she did like charity work. And before, people were hating on her, oh, 15 minutes of fame, your time's over. But she made like a charity video, which got lots of views because she's still in her 15 minutes. She was on minute 14. But you can't hate on a charity video, right? You can only respect it. So it was like an animal shelter. So it went viral and everyone was respecting her. So now there's a slow switch up that's happening. Now, do I think that she'll be able to ride this to next level? I don't know. Honestly, it really depends on how entertaining she is, as well as the manager. But they're definitely doing amazing so far, considering that they made an Instagram account like a week after it was at its peak, and it's still growing, even though it already peaked. So,
well, I would say I think like you get your minutes of fame, but then you have to be entertaining.
Correct.
Yeah, like people have to still continue wanting to watch you.
Mm-hmm.
And especially like a viral moment, at least her viral moment seemed to be like a crazy moment. Like,
yeah,
she's not like that all the time.
If she made an OnlyFans, which she said she'll never do, but if I was like a savvy manager who wanted to freaking, manipulate and ruin people for money, I'd be like you'd pimp her. Like that's what would it like that's what would.
You don't have to. Well, you just do it, but like show pictures of like the back of your hand or something.
Listen, she'd make $500,000 the first month guaranteed. It's crazy. It's actually crazy.
You're selling your soul.
Correct. So I respect her that she didn't do that.
Okay.
No, there's a matter of respect. It's very easy to like, especially when you're surrounded by people that want to use you. But this manager is a pretty nice guy. So like it's you could freaking. Like she went viral because I mean the joke and the looks intertwined. She's not entertaining per se. That one line was entertaining, but nothing else was really entertaining. I love how we're dissecting the Hawk Tua girl. Like this is what we've come to a point. But I find it interesting because I do social media.
I actually figured when I saw it, I'm like, so he's probably interested because he probably wants to track it to see if you get a moment, can you actually continue it? It happens to be. I hope. I mean, you already got your stitch going, but. Mm-hmm. If you do get a moment, you already have the platform.
Correct.
So
I would just.
So you got to go out, go get drunk.
Yeah, I got to go out
downtown.
More. Yes.
And just say stupid stuff until somebody records you.
Now I got to wait 2 months till I'm legal to drink. Yeah, we're legal.
Oh yeah,
it's illegal. I've never drank till now, so it's
right. No, I'm saying of course not.
Yeah, 2 more months. I'll be 21. Yo. But I told my friends, and I'll tell the podcast when I turn 21, I'm going to the casino. And I'm putting an undisclosed amount of money on red.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm gonna vlog it.
That's a good.
It'll be great. It'll be so great.
Pretty much, the truth is you're already gambling on Bitcoin and crypto and like.
It's not gambling.
Dogcoin and catcoin.
Listen, there's money to be made. Not financial advice, but I want to put money on red. I just want to do it. I feel like I'm gonna lose, but regardless, I just want to do it. It's 50-50.
You do red, I do black.
Would you match me on black? How about that? Oh, we match each other, and then we just give each other the profits, and then nothing happens.
Well, then the casino wins.
They get a percentage?
I don't know exactly how it would work.
How do casinos make? No, they make money from losses.
We don't even know. We don't even know.
No, they make money from losses.
They make money from losses. If we both bet exactly the same amount, I think the thing would be, I don't know how
is there like a 1% or something?
Meaning the odds might be different. Probably not, but it could be that.
No, we just do separate turns. I do my turn and you do your turn, and I lose. The question
would be, would you break even? That's what, if you do the same bet, 2 things. I have no idea.
And honestly, if we both win, then we take that profit and do it again, and then we leave. Right? And,
I was actually thinking, there's a lot of sports gambling out there, right? And there's actually there's Jewish law that technically forbids gambling. and
Right.
it's quite problematic theoretically. I'm not saying it is. I'm not gonna, as we say, posting, which is give a ruling, because I know we say we're rabbis, but we're not. We're not that type of rabbi. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a rabbi. Yeah, we're rabbis here. Yeah, just not. Yeah, nah, we wouldn't classify
So
ourselves
we're
as.
officially, if you gamble, you actually, I guess the rule is like you could gamble, but if you gamble, there are certain consequences, which is you can't, you can't be. I guess the answer is in a harsh way. You can't be trusted, meaning you can't be trusted to give testimony in regards to the new moon.
Oh
I don't
man,
want to get
I
it.
really
I don't
want
want
to
to
give
get into
testimony on the new moon.
it.
Oh man, not
Just stuff like that.
now. The
But
ancient
honestly,
court won't respect me. Oh, wow.
back in the day, what they originally were talking about was gambling with a pigeon flying. I think pigeon racing. They would gamble on which pigeon would make the other end of a certain of the field faster. So he said, whoever does that, it's not trusted because I
That's
guess
funny.
the theory is when somebody gambles, they're not really trying to. They're hoping to win. They really want to win. They're not willing to lose that money, especially a large amount.
Right.
Depends on the person, which I'll get into. But in general, when you gamble, when you bet somebody, you don't feel. You still feel like it's your money. So essentially, you're making somebody steal because you really don't want to lose that money, especially if it's a large amount. It's that's the idea behind it. Is that's technically stealing. Or if you take somebody else's money, if you win,
Who made these
stealing
rules?
rabbis. If you
I
steal,
want to speak to this rabbi.
if you win the money, then you're technically stealing it because the person didn't still feels that the money's his. It's not like you're not gaining anything from it. You're not buying a good.
So are you in summary? Are you saying that you're allowed to gamble while you're willing to lose?
So we asked our rabbi, a real rabbi.
We're real, but yeah.
So we were like, the problem was that all these sports gambling apps, and they'll be like, oh, bet $5 in this game, bet $5 in this game, and a lot of guys in our school were like, it's fun. Like you watch football and you just want to bet like a few bucks because like maybe you win some, maybe you lose, but you don't necessarily care. It's just more fun. It makes the game more fun because it's fun to win some extra money. So we asked our rabbi. He said, "Are we allowed to do it?" And he said, technically speaking, if you don't care to lose that money, like you really don't care about it, then it's fine. So, yeah, I don't know about gambling.
Is it like that with like stocks?
There's actually an argument to be made.
What about crypto? Probably.
Argument to be made.
Crypto, I mean, because it's less of a gamble than sports gambling and obviously regular gambling because there's a real strategy to it. But at the end of the day, like things can happen, and it could just tank,
But it's also interesting because like there's never really. I think it also has to do. See, in Judaism, it's funny. You have all these laws, but then they'll be like, well, you're still allowed to buy lottery tickets because we always bought lottery tickets or something. Like, well, just because we always did it, But I guess we're talking about the problem is also that when you go to a casino, you're also like, it's not necessarily a kosher environment. It's not like they have more than just gambling there, so it's not necessarily the best place to be. I was actually in a casino once. Yeah, I know. I did not gamble anything.
Oh. Are you
But
there?
we were walking.
Friends?
The most Jewish story ever. We were doing a Jewish event, and we needed a large theater, and the casino had the largest theater in the area. So we didn't know how to enter it. So we're like, let's just walk through the whole casino. And it was like 7 a.m. and it was so sad because you see people who were there all night.
Right.
And they're like, ding, 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 ding. And it's like, and we're like, honestly, it was like a great wake-up call. It was like, well, not that I need to be woken up, but it was very like...
Those guys got grit. They know how to win. Those guys, they know how to win. They keep it going. They never give up. That's the mentality you need to have. It really is sad, though. I saw a video of a guy who landed in Vegas from the airport. The second he got off the plane, instantly they have freaking slot machines in the airport because it's Vegas.
Crazy.
So he instantly went down. He's running to it with all of his bags, holding all his luggage. They ran, sat in the machine and felt safe. And put the money in and started.
I would never play slot machines because
I would know slots. I wouldn't do. That's just
because I mean, it's not like you can't. There's no skill involved.
Come on, yeah.
Honestly, if you put if you're gonna put $100 on red, well, it's if it's legit,
it's 50-50.
it's 50-50, then whatever.
That's all it is.
At least there's something to it. But
yeah, slots are. I feel they're less somehow because slots are very easy to continue to keep playing. It's an addictive game.
why do you want to gamble? Why don't you just get a beer because you've never had a beer before because you never.
Yes, yes, no. So I don't know because I've always seen the videos of people putting money on red, and I just want to do it once, and it's gonna be an amount I'm willing to lose, right? And I'm just gonna. What if I? Here's
that'd be like 10 cents. What
okay.
Would that be?
Here's a strategy, right? What if I just invested literally what I was willing to lose? I look at his lost money and I just go there and I keep on betting until I lose, and then we see how high I could go.
Well, what if you go in there and you lose?
Then I leave. I don't know. I do it once and then I'll stop. Or maybe I take the profits and do it, or I do it again on the profits and then I'd stop.
I think I have content for you.
Please. Before you say that, I just want to make, because that reminded me, you saying that reminded me of something where whenever I go to Shabbos meals, right, Shabbat meals on Saturday, I, like some people, they ask you what you do for a living. I say social media, and people love asking questions. And there's this one guy that I ate at who was like just a married guy, kids, and he was asking me like all sorts of questions about it. He was like fanboying, funny enough. But it was like, kind of annoying. Because Jews, the first question they ask is how much money does, so how much money, is enough to live? I'm like, I moved down here. Like, it's dumb. But, so every time a new person would enter the house, because, these meals are more open, people just walk in the house. Yeah. He'd be like, this guy's a celebrity. He's a whatever. And one of his, like, douchey friends, who's also married, like, just walks in. And he's like, did you hear? This guy, he's a celebrity. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, yeah. He does entertainment content. And then he's a comedian. And then he's like, oh yeah, you're a comedian? Tell me your joke.
That's hilarious.
Not even tell me a joke, funny man. Like he says, tell me your joke. Tell me your joke. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? What do you mean my joke?
God, I hate these meals.
It was I just trolled. The only thing I could do with these guys is troll. Like because I'm not. They don't even want a serious answer. They're just.
The good news is you're a very good troll. That's the good news.
That is my job. But you said you had content.
I have content for you. I actually, I'm ripping it off somebody else I saw, but I'm not sure if he did this exact one, where basically you make shorts. Here, hear me out.
I do that.
So when you turn 21, you make shorts and you say, "It's my birthday. I'm betting on red."
Okay.
You bet and you record yourself betting, winning or losing, and then you say, "Now, highest comment gets to do black or red next time," and basically, you feed that the next person gets to choose your next bet.
No. Yeah,
it's a small amount of money.
It's a concept. I was gonna make a video out of it regardless. The thing is though, like. Where's the gain for me? The next all that does is encourage me to go to the casino more.
Yeah, exactly. And it hopefully gets you views, and then you make more money off the videos. And you use that money
YouTube Shorts pays you enough. Like it would have to be from the actual YouTube video. But I'm scared I'd develop a gambling addiction. Like I probably would if I did that. So
well, that's why you have me.
That's why. For what?
I'll pick you up.
You'll pick me up from the casino.
Like hey, you'll be like hey buddy, it's time to go home now.
Night. Hey, and I'm like, no, I'm waiting for my friends. It's me. Your friends aren't here. They're gone. They left. I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it. All right, let's go through some questions.
If you have gambling addiction, please
dial this number. I'm too lazy to put it on the screen. You could Google this number. Okay, let's go through. Yeah, so at the end of these episodes, you guys on my Discord server, which is not allowed to join, ask us questions. That you want fan comments. This guy says, will one of y'all ever shave your beard?
Hell nah.
Respectfully, no, because our beard has blessings kabbalistically, and why would I want to cut that off?
Right?
Why would I do that?
13 attributes of kindness. Oh, sorry, of mercy.
Of merciful blessings or something. Who even counted that, by the way? Like, did someone count that? Like, did he keep track?
Yeah, they did. There's 13. There's technically, according to this rabbi, there's 13. Like very like respectful.
The Rizal?
No, it might have been the Rambam.
Okay.
I don't know who it was.
Yeah.
They're officially at 13 points on the face. They're like, if theoretically, if
No,
you
it's 5 corners of the face. That's what it says in Torah.
No, 5 corners of the face. But if you let your beard grow organically, so maybe it was a result.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't 13 corners. It was 5 corners of the
13
face.
locks.
There's 13 blessings. Wait, there's 13 locks?
I don't know who it was. The person who said it might have been the result. Maybe
Is that why Jews love locks?
Oh my god!
No, I'm saying maybe it's from.
I think Arizal he was a Kabbalist. I
Yeah.
think sorry, you're right. It was Arizal. Apparently he did.
Right.
Where's the Baal Shem Tov? Who was another Kabbalist?
One of these dudes.
He had. They say he had 13 locks in his beard, meaning he never touched his beard. He never touched it. Hey, never touched his beard.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Arizal, Baal Shem Tov.
And his beard naturally grew. Like there's almost like you could tell there's 13 like locks.
Okay, what does that have to do with the blessings, though?
Meaning that physically, so like I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, good answer.
It's actually represented in the actual beard. Officially,
I thought the blessings existed at like Kabbalistically, and I didn't know the beard physically had something to do with that.
That's what they say. I've never tested it because nobody just doesn't.
But for basic law, it says in the Torah not to cut the corners of your face.
Oh yeah, that. So, oh yeah, sorry, I totally forgot about that. But
more basic.
But there are what's it called?
I like the Kabbalistic answer because at least there's some validity versus just the Torah says not to do this or that.
Torah says it, but there's workarounds. People do shave.
Yeah. People because the word that they use is cut. So
with a razor.
Yeah, exactly. So they
use like
nair,
Gillette, a razor. You can use like the
or nair, or they'll burn it off. Whatever it is. Yeah. Cats or dogs. We don't like either, right? We hate.
Yeah, I know.
Right? We hate animals.
We don't like animals.
We don't like animals. But if you had to choose one,
I would choose a dog if I had to.
Probably, and it had to be a very cute dog that doesn't get too big.
It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, and it's very quiet, very lazy. Doesn't like going outside. Just gets fat. Those fat dogs at your friend's house. Like, why are you so fat?
I hate those like skinny, ugly dogs.
In Florida, they're everywhere. These teeny Chihuahua dogs, everyone or fluffy, everyone's got them. That one of my neighbors, they got it every time you open the door. It goes rah, 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 every time. I'm used to it now, but it's kind of fun. It's kind of funny. It's like, oh, I'm living that life now, or something, or not. It's just annoying. Can vegan/vegetarian Jews exist? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? There's no right? Is there like religious law that you have to eat meat?
I actually did once see that. I put out an article once about like the potential issues with it because there is commandments to eat meat and fish on like holidays.
Yeah.
And also in the times of the temple, you'd have to eat your offering,
sacrifice
after you bring it. But I guess they said like theoretically someone else can eat it. I don't know. So it actually is an interesting. It is an interesting topic. But yes, there are vegans and vegetarians, and it's.
But like, it's just sort of. You're just making it harder for yourself, honestly. It's for majority of the year, it's not going to get in your way whatsoever.
Well, the problem is that like now it's not so bad, but like for sure a few years ago, there's no kosher food that you can actually get that was actually good. All the soy stuff is disgusting. Yeah. Now they actually did a good job with it.
Yeah.
But it took a while for it to catch up. So it's just they were like eating like lettuce all day.
This guy asked me what I'd sell all my social media for.
$20.
$20. Are you serious? Is there a price tag? Let's see. 100K YouTube channel, 200K Instagram, 500,000 TikTok. I don't put a price tag on it because
it's about potential. It's about the structure. Right. You don't want to lose that structure.
Yeah, no, I would never sell it, but
actually, no, there's a number.
If I could value it, if you could value it, it'd probably be worth I feel like it'd be worth a couple hundred probably. I think the value. I think theoretically, if someone would give you a few million, and you could take that money. I'm doing that.
I'm saying
I'm starting fresh. Oh hell yeah, couple million. Yeah, I'm starting fresh. Yeah, I'll start fresh. I don't care. Yeah, I'll start fresh.
So there's a price that you would be willing to give it up for. You just wouldn't give it up for the actual
To
price.
give up the literal platforms and make new ones? Yeah.
I'm saying you wouldn't give it up for the actual value of it. You wouldn't give it up, but
Yeah, the value and
value.
yeah, I wouldn't. But if you're just talking about just the like the currency value of like the sizes of the audience of just the subscriber count, yeah, I'll freaking sell it and build a new one. But if you're telling me would you give me a few million and tell me to never create again, then I wouldn't take it. You like that? Yeah. Do I control the Chinese Communist Party? Not yet.
No.
No. Do you feel do you feel any awkwardness when using urinals because of circumcision? Why are you looking at other people's things, bro? What the heck?
That is the greatest question I've ever.
That is what the
in
hell
my
is
life.
what did the what? Well, first off, pretty much everyone gets circumcised, right? It's not even like
Bro, everyone knows the rule. At least one space between.
one space between.
on,
You
man.
ever saw the screenshots of like which urinal do you go in?
Yes.
You know.
And everyone has the same answer, and apparently the girls are like shocked that everyone has the same answer.
Yeah. No, it's a rule of thumb.
The only place that I've ever seen packed urinals is at baseball games and football games.
Yes.
That's the only place. And you look ahead.
Yes.
Okay.
You look straight, and you go really close to the urinal if there's no sides covering it. You know.
Right.
You
Right.
ever peed in a trough?
No. Yeah.
I've heard a trough. For those who don't know, is just I mean, it's just a big urinal for everybody, right? That's essentially what it is.
That was what it was originally in the old stadium.
That doesn't exist anymore.
No way. Never was embarrassed. I don't know. No, it never.
Our father was telling us that on the bottom, that it used to be in the Cincinnati Bengals stadium, in the bottom, like the least expensive floor, you'd get like there was a trough there, and he remembers the trough. I think, yeah. But yeah, no, we wouldn't get embarrassed because everyone gets circumcised because it's great and epic. Did your camera just glitch out?
Yeah, I think I hit the wire.
No, you're good. No, it's good. We're gonna end it right here. Appreciate y'all for watching. Yitch did the intro today. Very proud.
Yo.
You know, actually, you know what? You might as well do the outro while we're here. So.
Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, follow us on Spotify.
Nice.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Yeah, that's amazing.